Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on your channel. Today we are going to be having the final channel review of 2018. So in today's channel review, we are going to be reviewing DC Music TKTKmakefunof, which actually he changed his name due to reasons to just TKTKmakefunof. Now before I go into depth about what this review will entail and my disclaimer, I like to say that if you do want a channel review yourself, be sure to stick to the end and check out the requirements. They have changed again since the last channel review, but I think they're going to stay very consistent from now on. Maybe do some like tweaks to the way I word things, but the requirements are going to stay pretty consistent from now on. Or you know, you can be that one guy that's just going to skip to the end just so they can see how they'll get their channel review. But don't be that guy. Stop. Get some help. Alright, I'm sorry, I just had to. Anyways, before I go any further, let me read my disclaimer. All the things I say, despite them being analytical, are still opinions. The intent of better creators of tomorrow is not to bash on one's content or creativity, but to give constructive criticism. All things said and displayed are done with good intent overall. Also take my point system as a way to appropriately judge you in the areas that need improvement, and use it as a way for you to know what you need to work on. With that being said, now we can finally talk about what does BCT channel reviews entail? Well, BCT channel reviews are split up into three main categories that is. These three main categories are channel presentation, channel organization, and video context, each worth 15, 15, and 30 points respectively. Now, each of these categories have subcategories. That is where the 15 and 15 and 30 points will come from. And when we get to each section, you'll know what those are. Lastly, the way that I am formatting these is going to be changed, so the categories may stay the same, they may be different, or the subcategories within those categories may be different, or there might just not be a category there at all, or a replacement of a category. BCT channel reviews is changing, and this is the last one that is going to be done in this particular manner. So, without further ado, let's get into our first category, channel presentation. Now, the question you might have if you haven't seen one of these from me is, what is channel presentation? Channel presentation, at least the way I define it, is not only about the aesthetics of your channel, but how your channel looks with overall quality of your thumbnails, your channel trailer, and your about. Now, like I said, this is worth 15 points. So, without further ado, let's go into your channel trailer, otherwise known as your featured content. Before you changed your channel, you had a song as your featured content, which isn't bad at all, really. It's just that I personally have criteria that I like to consider whenever I'm choosing which video should be featured content. For those of you that don't know, featured content will be the first thing that any non-subscriber will see whenever they check out your channel on mobile, or if they're checking out your channel on PC, it will automatically autoplay. Anyways, some of the criteria that I like to consider when choosing is, how will this impact my potential sub conversion rate upon discovery of my channel? Will it be positive, negative, or will it just stay the same? Another thing I like to consider is, did this video perform spectacularly well, or was it a video of high quality? Does this video give an accurate representation of the content that I provide on my channel? If it is accurate, how accurate is it? Or what percentage estimate does it reflect from my channel? Does this video contain the potential to get my audience that watches it to do what I'm trying to get them to do? For example, can I intrigue my audience enough to go check out other videos on my channel? Or can I get them interested enough in the idea behind the video in order to perform an action upon watching that video? These are questions I ask when deciding on what content I should feature. Unfortunately, at this current moment in time, you don't have any featured content. So since you don't have any featured content, I unfortunately have to score you a 0 for that portion. Next, we talk about your thumbnails. Your videos appear to have no custom thumbnails, and because of that, it's not helping the videos on your channel get any traction. Your thumbnails don't have to be overly dynamic or stand out extensively, but a thumbnail that is at the very least conveying information about what that video entails is better than no thumbnail at all. So since there are really no thumbnails on your channel, I also had to give you a 0. Now, your channel about. I had read your about many times, both in the past and actually now when I'm recording this. And since they're different than how they are now, I originally had a lot to say about the first one, but that information is now irrelevant since it's no longer on your channel. And I would say that for this section, it would have scored a 3 or a 4, and this part of the channel presentation would actually be much longer because of this. However, like I said, that's not your about. The about you currently have is, I can't find a proper way to explain it, so I'll just read it out. Sorry for my old stuff gone. Music is over, okay? I'm done with my YouTube channel, might be over, okay? Listen, support, and spread the word about Article 13. I'll be making videos and updates and more, so you like the new year. This is actually very confusing to read, and I couldn't quite understand it. The only thing that I was able to make out or really understand is support and spread the word about Article 13 and how you'll be making videos more so about it to update people and more. Now, but in essence, this really doesn't convey any information about your channel, and something is better than nothing, so a 0 in this case is unjust to give you. However, I can't give you anything higher than a 1. With that being said, the end of this section, you scored 1 out of 15. Now let's move on to channel organization. My definition of channel organization has somewhat to deal with aesthetics, but it's mainly about having your channel more accessible depending on your respective audience or audiences. Now, channel presentations is split up into 2 portions: the custom layout of your home page and playlist, and your channel banner. Let's start off with your custom layout of your home page. There's only 2 videos whenever you look at your home screen of your channel, and this hurts simply because unless people go into the videos tab, people may think that's all the content you have to provide them, and they'll just turn a blind eye to it. Also, it is good to have your playlist, but the playlist should relate mainly to the channel, to the content of your channel. For example, I can see your liked video playlist and some playlists with some other music, and while looking through those, the only playlist that really kind of related so to the content on your channel is the playlist on where you roast YouTubers. So for that portion, I gave you a 2 out of 8. Your channel banner, you don't have one, and that is definitely hurting your channel. Not only does a channel banner make your channel look better and in a sense more professional, but it has the potential to coerce your potential audience by being informative enough to entice them to at least watch some of your videos, in which in watching those videos you can possibly get conversion from those views to subs. So for that entire portion, I gave you a 2 out of 15. Now, the portion that everyone loves, probably not, but I love it because it's always the longest. Ha ha ha. Anyways, now we're going to talk about video context. Now, my definition is video context is not about your content. Video context includes a plethora of things that will not only help with video viewership, video discovery, audience retention, somewhat, and possibly increase overall watch time. It also includes things that deal with overall context. Here, the name of the sub of this category is video context, so what would you expect? So we'll start off with some of the short stuff first. Video length. Although the content that you have on your channel is variable, the overall length of your videos is fairly good, with 1 or 2 going over the recommended time with respect to that video genre, and the others being very, very short. So for that portion, I gave you 5 out of 6. Now, tags. I can't preach this enough, everyone. If you haven't already, please look at my tags video. it has some very important information in there discussing the importance of tags. Okay? Next time I review someone, I don't want to have to give the same low score because no tags are being used. It's okay? Oh, I love myself. Anyways, in your videos currently, tags are completely absent from them, and I know for a fact that you watched my tag video that I made, which if you did, there will be an iCard in the upper right. I already know that you watched my tags video that you made because you commented on it, and I replied to your comment, and you commented back to my reply. So, anyways, if you start putting more tags in your videos, I can guarantee that at least one tag would gotten ranked. And although that would be your tag from your Ninscake review, by the way, good video, the second one at least. Granted, your video still appears in the search of the name because his videos aren't tagged underneath his channels. But when and if it happens, your video will get ranked lower and lower as he starts to tag more of his videos. Of course, if he starts tagging more of his videos. And because of that, that's less traction coming to your channel. So for that portion, I gave you a 0. Now the intro or the hook is something missing on just about all your videos. For those of you that don't know, the intro isn't this 3D flashy thing. The intro, or what I like to refer as the hook, is the first 15 seconds of your video, which is the estimated time for you to captivate a person's attention and keep them in the video for longer periods of time. Although this normally applies to certain video genres, it is still a great principle to uphold. Sometimes you'll have to construct your particular videos around the intro. For example, notice how I do my BCT creator course videos. They all have an intro that is meant to entice people into watching the video longer, so then they can not only learn more about it, but at the same time I have a chance for them to subscribe to my channel because I'm giving them value through that content. And here are examples of my intros. As 2018 comes to an end and many more people are creating YouTube channels, there's only one problem. How do I create a YouTube channel properly? And in today's video, we are going to be discussing that. If you're watching this video right now, you already probably have a YouTube channel. But now the question I have to ask for you is, are you using tags? Do you know what tags are? Well, today we're going to be discussing the impressive impact that tags can have on your channel. Now, your descriptions are either absent from your videos, or it's like preset to something like TikTok has X amount of users. Download it here, and then have a link to the App Store. And this isn't helping, especially since the first 3 lines of the description are what's going to search or what's going to show in the search bar. This also has a chance to entice new viewers as well as inform those that are watching about the videos about things pertaining to the video, which has the potential to boost audience retention. Me, I always read the descriptions of any video to get more information about the video, and if there's nothing in there, I guess that's like some sort of aspect of curiosity that you can technically try and rely on, but that aspect of curiosity isn't going to play in your favor most of the time. So it is best to write a description and for your first 3 sentences to be as descriptive, as engaging, as really captivating as possible. So for that portion, I gave you a 0. And last, but certainly not least, because there are no least things in my channel reviews. Your videos have no outros, and what I mean by this is your videos have no end screen or no end cards to possibly direct viewers that stay towards the end of the video to other videos and playlists of related content in relation to that video. Your videos end abruptly, and that doesn't really help your channel. I mean, technically it doesn't do a great deal of harm, but if your videos end not necessarily so abruptly, it adds a little bit of more professionalism and adds a little bit of more personal style to your videos. So for this whole entire portion, I gave you a 6 out of 30, leaving your total to 9 out of 60. And according to the grading scale, which is going to be adjusted, so this is the last time I will use this particular grading scale, that is a D. Now, like I said last time, do not get discouraged. Everything I said, point values, they don't really mean much, but what you need to do is you need to take into account the information that I'm conveying to you and find out some way to implement that into your channel so you can start producing better looking content. Lastly, I have one little additional note, and that additional note is titling. Titles play an important role in terms of clickability, and the way that some of your videos are titled, it won't necessarily hurt that video or help that video nor the channel. Try and tease information in your titles. Eventually, with more and more practice of doing this, you'll begin to write better titles, and better titles lead to more clicks, and more clicks lead to more watch time and possible sub conversion. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the future of BCT channel reviews, because I said a lot of things are going to change with this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, at the beginning of the video, there's going to be a bunch of things that is going to be happening with BCT channel reviews. Like I said, this was the last video last review of 2018, and then this being the last review of 2018, this is the last review where I'm going to do things that I did in this video. So what I mean by this is categories are probably going to change, subcategories within the categories are probably going to change, scoring system is going to change, disclaimer is going to change, the ranking system that I had where I gave you your grade, that's going to change, and I feel that's all going to change for the better. I'm venturing out of like this protective shell that I had, and I'm going to go definitely more in depth with things. And I gotten to the point to where, yes, all the stuff that I'm talking about, it's technical things, but I need to start talking about content. And when I say I need to start talking about content, I don't mean I'm just going to straight up watch like 2 or 3 videos and just yell out to the top of my lungs in my channel review, your content's trash. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things inside that content, like this video is too long, or this video has too many dead points, or this video, the audio isn't necessarily good, it's not balanced with like the game or your microphone or all that other stuff. Granted, these are all situational depending on the genre of kind of video that you make, but still I decided that now I'm going to start talking about content and start giving more personal interjections. And so it's not, so basically they don't feel just, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say stagnant, but that's not it. Where they don't feel systematic. And even though, yes, I have a certain way I like to do things, the way that I did my channel reviews from now and prior, they were very systematic. They basically recycled the same information, and I feel like I'm not helping to my potential. And Better Creators of Tomorrow is something where I wanted to help as many creators as possible, even if I'm helping creators just one-on-one. And in doing that half-heartedly, or not even half-heartedly, like doing it 75-80%, that's not enough in order to help you improve your content. So I've decided to change the way I construct my channel reviews for this particular purpose. And now I have one opinion, I have a question for anyone that's watching right now and you made it to this far in the video. If you've seen my BCT Creator Course videos, would you like Better Creators of Tomorrow channel reviews to be constructed the same way as that, you know, with the face cam and having everything else laid up on the screen? Or would you rather me keep the same as they are now, obviously with an update to the graphics and everything? This is because I feel like people might respond better to one or the other, and now I do not know which one that is. So I've come to ask the audience of this particular series, what do they want? And hearing what you guys want, that'll be able to make me help make my decision. Now, sorry I got so serious tone there. This is something that I take very seriously. I spend time constructing each of these things, and in spending that time, I do not half-ass everything, basically. So, now let's talk about how you can produce a channel review. Like I said, the requirements are now more solidified and are going to be permanent with like maybe some changes to So, first requirement is you have to be officially signed. There will be a now, this is required. There's also options and some So, now that that's been said, let's talk about now previously I had one way.
You break these hands, 'cause you align the rhythms inside me. You can unwind me. Got a heart shaped hole in me. Center of the galaxy. Space in me. Never stop screaming, never stop feeling.
Section of the server is for us to help out each other to get feedback. That's one hardly anyone was taking it. Back when I was still in school, I said, how addition to that, the second requirement is lastly, I just wanted to talk about community thing. And in this, I have plenty of podcasts planned for everyone that's a part of the Better Creators of Tomorrow branch. And in doing these podcasts, I'm going to have it to where people can like call in or come in for a certain period of time and input their input about the topic we're talking about, or where people can come and ask questions live and I'll give them my personal opinion. And eventually we'll get to a point where I'll be able to do like mini reviews throughout these live streams that I'm going to do. These are all, it's a very ambitious plan, and I know it's going to take a lot of work, but I have a good feeling about BCT, and it's completely original. I feel like I'm the only YouTuber that is doing something like this, even though that probably isn't true. But hey, it feels great. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, tell me in the comments, what is your favorite Pokemon? And if you don't have a favorite Pokemon, your favorite Bakugan. If you don't have a favorite Bakugan, your favorite Digimon. Just tell me whatever kind of monster thing that you like. I don't know. Anyways, if you liked this channel review, be sure to leave a like. Share with your friends. Maybe they might be interested in learning some of the things that I discussed in this video, and maybe they might want one for themselves. Comment down, what did you think? Tell me any other advice you might have for this channel, and we're trying to get interaction on BCT videos going. We're trying to build a community, and one way is to be actively commenting on these. And last but not least, why not check out other BCT videos on my channel? I have a creator course, like I said earlier, that it talks about different aspects of YouTube as a platform. Recently, I've done a video talking about making videos on a budget for PC users. And then prior to that, I did a video talking about tags, then Creator Studio, which I'm going to have to update you guys on that one soon, and on how to properly start your YouTube channel, or properly plan and start for your YouTube channel. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. My name is ITZsharky, and I will see you all later.